At the moment, I'm actually in Wales. Bye, I'm back off to England now.
Was it a tough journey?
Not really.
You didn't even go by boat.
Didn't.
So Karen's right, this is the England-Wales border. Right here, right there. Wales, England. That way. These ducks, they might quack in Welsh, we don't know. We'll interrogate them later. This is the Chirk Aqueduct. Design and building commenced in 1796 under the design of Thomas Telford and for the Ellesmere Canal Company. The Ellesmere Canal Company appointed William Jessup, and he took on the controversial, at that time, Thomas Telford, to do both this aqueduct and the one further down canal at Pontcysyllte. We'll get that right one day. So this was 710 feet long, 5 foot 5 inches deep, 70 feet above the River Ceriog down here, built out of the same beautiful buff stone from Cefn, the Cefn sandstone, over the other side of Pontcysyllte. Remember, it was high in quartz and really strong, really durable stuff. And it looks like the Chirk Viaduct, equally stunning, was built out of the same thing. We'll talk about that in a minute. So this was finished 4 years before the Pontcysyllte Aqueduct was opened. And as we mentioned in our other video, the terminus of the canal was over in the Pontcysyllte basin. Goods were still transported up and down here, and until they finished the Pontcysyllte Aqueduct, they were loaded on and off with cranes and whatever else. When this was built, it just had a metal plate in the bottom of the trough. 69 years later, they added metal solids in there to alleviate the significant leakage they had, the water leakage that they had. I think while the sun is still up and it still looks good, we need to get the drone up and go and get a few really spectacular views of both the viaduct and the aqueduct. You can see here that the left side of the aqueduct, as we stand on it, is stone. This is the non-towpath side, much wider than the one at Pontcysyllte. And also you can just make out behind this wooden bump barrier the metal side plates that were added almost 70 years after the aqueduct was completed. So the railway viaduct was built between 1846 and 1848. It was designed by Henry Robertson. It's a little higher than the aqueduct at 98 feet. But just like this one, it has 10 arches. It was originally going to have another 2 at either end, but they considered that the building of the abutments with arches on at either end was going to be too dangerous. So they stuck with these and widened them a bit and made really strong abutments at either end, rather like the aqueduct. Beautifully built. The architecture is amazing, and people just don't go into that kind of stuff now. It's just absolutely incredible. Look at that amazing gable and archway over there.
There's the strong current you see on the Llangollen Canal. It's magnified because of the narrow trough of the aqueduct. In dry conditions, the water level can drop a little, and this makes it even harder to cruise against it due to the flat bottom nature of narrowboats and the diminished amount of water that can pass beneath them. Watching these ducks swim against the flow gives you a really good idea just how strong the current is. You may have noticed earlier on in this video that the sound quality is not as good as it is now. During filming the day before, strong wind blew the camera over and damaged the wireless microphone receiver, rendering the controls largely inoperable. Since recording and before editing, I purchased a set of DJI wireless mics, and I have to say I'm very impressed with the quality and reliability. We have been to Chirk Aqueduct 3 times since June 2021 and have made several drone and tripod camera recordings, plus there's our own crossing aboard the narrowboat Phoenix that we hired from Norbury Wharf on the Shropshire Union Canal. Here's a compilation. So due to the somewhat calamitous episode of the wind slamming our camera and microphone receiver into the ground, we have lost our outro to this video. So,
subscribe to our channel
and please like our video. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Goodbye.